Am I the asshole for threatening to quit my friend's wedding if I'm not the maid of honor? Hi, I'm Agony Yan, these are Reddit stories, and let's get into it. My best friend is getting married. Yay! Woohoo! Marriage is great. We've been best friends since 7th grade, and she was the maid of honor in my wedding a few years back. When she got engaged, I assumed I was going to be her maid of honor. But she told me that instead she wants her brother to be the man of honor. I was a tiny bit offended, but okay. I figured I would get to spend less money and effort. No arguments there. I would be a bit miffed too, but fair enough. OP is not the only friend or person in in the friend's life, right? And siblings are often very close, so super normal. Respect. Then I find out that she still expects me to do all the duties. Okay, that seems a bit off, but I don't know. I'm throwing the bachelorette party, I'm helping to buy or DIY decor, I'm the point person for questions and problems on the wedding day. I don't know, this one does seem really off, like more and more. Like, I would understand if the brother didn't throw the bachelorette party, right? Like, if it's a whole group of ladies and there's this one guy, I can see how if the bachelorette party is meant to be a girls' night out, then this guy would be out of place. But for the rest, I mean, what's going on? Like, this guy seems strange. Her excuse as to why her brother can't do any of this? He's such a young guy. I can't count on him. When I pointed out that he's older than my husband, she just brushed me off. Now that's a yikes. I kind of get why she would try to get free labor off of a friend, like, okay, but this line of reasoning, I don't know, that seems really off. I got mad. I told her that if I'm doing all the maid of honor work, I want the title, or else I'll walk. Maybe I'm vain for wanting the title, but I do. Honestly, I don't think it's that vain. I mean, she's doing all the work, right? And the person who would be the man of honor is the brother who does nothing. Like, why is it that the friend expects OP to put in all the effort to travel to the venue, do all this free labor, only then, to basically snub them? I mean, that seems really weird. Anyways, let's see the comments. Never has there been a more meaningless title. The day is not about you. Either you care for and want to support your friend, or you don't actually care for her all that much. Wanting to walk over a title truly shows how shallow and sad society has become. It sounds like you don't even value this person at all, so why even bother being friends with him? Okay, harsh, but no, like, why does this guy, get to be the man of honor and all the slack has to be picked up by a woman? Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, not OP, the friend is clearly coddling her brother. And for what reason? Like, why is she treating him like a man-child? Like, he's a grown adult. He should be there for the sister, basically, right? He should be organizing things. He should be helping the whole event, right? And instead, the friend just chooses to dump all of that labor on OP. I mean, that's straight up not fair. Title or no title, right? Like, it just feels like OP is really significant here, but is not getting the recognition in any way, shape, or form. This hits close to home. My best friend since I was in the 6th grade is getting married in October. She chose someone else, but the maid of honor is pregnant and lives in another city. Do I still book the bachelorette and help with the wedding? Yes. Do I call myself the honorary maid of honor? Yes. Does it really matter? No. It's only important that you're there for your person. Hope that helps. Yeah, but that's different. Like, if someone is pregnant and they're designated as the maid of honor and they can't do things like for really good reasons, then okay, right? Like, we want to help our friend. We want to see our friend succeed. It's very different, right? Like, for all we know, maybe OP has hidden some information, but for all we know, this guy, perfectly capable, or at least in theory, but his entire environment just enables him to, not take on any responsibility. Am I the asshole for refusing to set up my friend's wedding after he lied about the start time? My male friend, I'm male too, invited me to his wedding and told me to be there at 10 a.m. I turned up with my wife around 9:45. The wedding was actually at midday. He deliberately got me there 2 hours early so he could rope me into putting up gazebos, dragging out tables, and carrying loads of equipment up a steep hill. Now that's some trickery right there. Like, what is this friend doing? Like, honestly, it's their wedding. How are they just now figuring out the logistics? It's really weird. I turned up dressed smart, ready for a wedding. He basically said he picked me because I'm strong and do DIY for a living. I'm not the best man. I'm not even one of his 6 ushers, none of which were there yet because they were getting ready. He had about 100 guests he could have asked. I wasn't even invited on the stag. He could have easily have sorted this thing out the day before or hired people. Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. Just asking kind of a rando guy when you have, 6 or 7 other people that could easily help you. I mean, why didn't he ask his, best buddies to actually go and try to sort this out, right? Why is this basically a random guy who didn't even get invited to a stag? Well, why is this guy the person to ask for help? Like, what? Anyway, I said no, definitely not. I've actually had some neck and back troubles recently, and I was already dressed for the wedding. I also didn't want to leave my wife sad on her own for hours while I did construction jobs. I said he should have asked in advance, and I could have said no, so he could make other plans, rather than tricking me. His response was, "Hey dude, I'm giving you a free meal later. You could at least lend a hand to earn it back." I told him I traveled a long way, paid for a hotel and bought a wedding gift so I could be part of his day. Being invited doesn't mean I also owe him manual labor on the morning of the wedding while I'm in my suit. I mean, absolutely, right? Like, imagine doing labor in a suit, right? Like, the guy would get so sweaty and so uncomfortable for the rest of the day. I'm just so baffled that this has even happened. And, what about his wife and everything? I mean, that's just rude to them as well. No, this friend, he just didn't plan it right. He was cold with me during the reception and made a point of jokingly bitching about me to whoever I was chatting to throughout the day. At one point, I had enough and said, "Serves you right for being a cheapskate about your own wedding," in a jokey way in front of his bride. But now I'm second guessing myself. No, like, I don't think this guy's an asshole. Like, absolutely not, right? Like, what I think the groom was doing was that maybe he forgot, or maybe he wasn't prepared enough, and basically what he thought he was going to do is just, call up a friend, trick him, sort it out, right? Or worse, like, if, I don't know, it's not clear how he exactly got the invite, right? But even if he planned it, I mean, that would be so much worse, because, like, yeah, you don't do that to your guests. So I think the groom is absolutely the asshole here. Anyway, let's see some comments. Everybody sucks here. He set it up badly, but you could have helped. It's his wedding day after all. I mean, no, like, just because it's a special day for the groom doesn't mean that he gets to have a free pass on anything, right? Like, it's a special day for him because he makes it special, because he organizes everything, because he sets up the whole event, and therefore he should be setting up, people to succeed, right? And this guy, he would have said no right up front, but I'm sure that if he had asked his ushers or his best man, maybe they would have said yes, right? Then I would be like, okay, maybe they should be like, friendly because they're, his best people, basically. Anyway, definitely not an asshole. Am I the asshole for not getting my daughter-in-law coffee because she hates tea? This feels really stupid, and I need to know if I'm the problem here or not. My son seems to think I am the problem. My daughter-in-law loves coffee. She's the type of person that will go get coffee every morning. It is not common that if she goes out, she will pick a coffee for everyone. The issue that she will never get me a tea or any tea lattes. As she puts it, it is leaf water, and she doesn't want to waste her money. I'm asking her to get a $5 thing of tea if she's already picking up everyone $8 fancy coffees. I'm asking for a tea, latte, or an iced tea that I literally cannot make at home. Well, that's rude. I mean, like, what's going on? Is the daughter okay? So she comes back with everyone's drink, but mine. It is really frustrating on trips, because I will be driving most of the time. She takes everyone's orders and goes in while I'm either getting gas or snacks for the trips. And she comes back without anything for me. Then I have to go in to the shop to get my own drink. I mean, that's just kind of, rude, because like she's slowing everyone down, not just OP. I mean, it's plain stupid, come on. There have been so many times she asked in the chat if anyone wants something at Starbucks. I tell her what I want, and then she comes back with everyone's drink but mine. Talking to her doesn't help. She just claims I can make it at home. Yeah, well, no, don't be rude, come on, lady. To the issue, I was going over to babysit the grandkids for my son and daughter. I sent a text saying I was stopping at Starbucks and asked if they wanted anything. This is the exact same thing she does. They gave me their orders and I decided that I wouldn't get my daughter-in-law any drinks, just to prove a point. I go to where everyone was and gave everyone their drinks beside my daughter-in-law. She was pissed, and I pointed out that this is the same thing she does with me all the time. She told me that it wasn't the same and I can make tea at home. I told her to make her coffee at home and the pot was right there. Ooh, savage. That's some savagery right there. Good for her for standing up. Obviously petty, very petty, but it's fine. We know that OP tried to talk to the daughter-in-law and it hasn't worked, so let's give OP a pass on this one. We got into a fight and my son told me to apologize and get her drink. I told him no, and I'm tired of this. I have spoken to them multiple times, and if she doesn't change what she does, I will never get her another drink when I get drinks for others. They left, but after babysitting, I'm still hearing about it. I need your opinion. Well, good thing is, we have an update. Well, just got off the phone with my son and his wife. Yes, they have seen this post and I sent it to them. My daughter-in-law apologized, and this issue has nothing to do with me. I thought she just hated me, but this has to do with her own mother. They have a bad relationship, and when they married, she didn't wish for that type of relationship happen again with me. It also didn't help that her sister has a horrible mother-in-law, so she thought she needed to be distant and cold off the start. So yes, she was kind of rude on purpose. This post kind of opened her eyes that she was acting like her mother acts. Well then, what are we doing here? Come on, get some therapy, fix this relationship, move on. I genuinely hope that, this family can fix their relationships, because this seems incredibly petty, and it's incredibly sad that the daughter-in-law has a bad relationship with her own mother. I mean, that's something really tough to live with, honestly. My son also apologized and realized he went too far in the direction of support of his spouse. He admits he did the easy thing because we don't live together. I informed him that I won't put up with being disrespected anymore and hopefully nothing backtracks. We seem good now, but I have a feeling more talks will happen. Anyway, thank you, Reddit. This was helpful. Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy for them. I hope it gets fully resolved. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.